Can we make these inexpensive props look expensive? Are they worth buying? I will list the pros and cons. I have to tell you that I haven't done this type of video in quite, it's been a little bit. I took a break, and I'm just getting back into it, so it's a little bit of rusty here and there. So I have a notes, yes, to kind of read of what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you, I'll give you the pros and cons of these props, but I'm also going to show you a little bit of behind the scenes afterwards, so you can kind of see how I'm setting up the photography, but I'm also, how am I doing? I'm recording this video itself, so hopefully it will help you if you're trying to do the same thing or if you're doing the same thing, to maybe we can compare notes. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I'm gonna list the pros of getting these inexpensive props. They're very light and easy to store. They're very trendy. You see that a lot of in beauty product photography, jewelry photography. You're starting to see this quite a lot. They're very affordable to experiment with something. If you're trying to experiment with something new, and by the way, if you want to purchase the exactly same thing that I'm showing you, you can go in the description of this video and you'll be able to find a link that will take you to the exact same product. The cost, your return on your investment, your ROI is not going to be, it's going to be high because likely you're not going to pay a lot for these, and you're likely going to be able to get your money's worth, your money back by the time you do one job for using these props. So those are your pros. Let's list your list of cons. So your cons are, because they're also kind of foamy, they can get damaged quickly. They do reflect light, a lot of light, so you may have to go in Lightroom or Photoshop and kind of edit some of your photography to make it, to bring that reflection of the light. They can look cheap if you just use them by themselves. So you're gonna have to get inspired, go online and look through things that you can do to the photography to add more things, keeping it simple but yet adding a few things so it doesn't look just like the shapes themselves, the foam shapes, and potentially look cheap, look kind of cheap. They can come with some imperfections to the shape. So when I got mine, it was, some of them had some lines, and I when I was storing them, I actually put them in a box, and I did the mistake of the same thing, kind of storing them, and one of them has a little bit of a dent in it. So I have to be, if I'm using it for any sort of photography, I will have to be cautious that I don't show that side. If not, I'm gonna have to do some Photoshop work. I'll show you the process of what I did, the things that I did to get the photos that we saw at the beginning. I already mentioned this, but simplicity is going to be essential, and to show you the right photograph, we're going to need background boards. So I do have some background boards. I will also leave this link on the descriptions of the boards themselves that I purchased. So you can, if you're interested, you can purchase them through the link. Artificial lighting, that's also, I will leave in the description the lighting that I'm using for this shot. I am using a 16 millimeter lens. I'm trying to get the kind of like the depth of field and the bokeh and the blur background, etc. And I'm also want to have some lights behind it. So I'm gonna have some blur lights, and then I'm gonna add some additional props around it to make it look kind of give the theme of what I'm looking for. I'm also going to have some sort of wood pattern as the background of the photograph. I am keep in mind I'm going to look at I'm thinking like I sketched out what I'm planning to do before that. That will be important to kind of do your planning, so you know exactly what you're going to do. And then I am going to do something different afterwards. I'm going to take the photograph that I'm going to create, to take the photos that I take, and I am gonna create a background, a different type of background with the same theme, and using AI technology. So I'm going to be using Mid-Journey, and I'm going to create a background with certain prompts that are kind of going with the theme, and then I'm going to have the photograph that I took with the props that I'm making, and also the ones that I'm using artificial intelligence, and I'm using kind of the Mid-Journey background with the background that I created through there. So that way you can see the two and tell me, you be the judge and tell me which one do you like best. So let's get started.